Welcome to Thanma TV. You are watching English News Edition. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said his government has acknowledged the honesty and hard work of street vendors by offering them loans that were inaccessible to the poor in the past. Those doing political in the name of the poor had created an atmosphere that if a loan is given to them, it would not be returned. Those who had themselves been involved in scams had always put the blame for all dishonest things on the poor. He said, addressing beneficiaries of the PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi PM Seva Nidhi scheme in Uttar Pradesh via video conferencing. Modi said, today the poor have been linked to the banking system and loans have been given to street vendors who are reaping them in time. I have always been saying the poor of the country have never compromised with honesty and self-respect. Though the PM Seva Nidhi Yojana, the poor have once again presented the example of their honesty before the country, he said. The street vendors of UP are reaping loans through their hard works besides earning their livelihood. This is the willpower and hard work and honest, Modi said. The Prime Minister interacted with 3 beneficiaries of the scheme hailing from Agra, Varanasi and Lucknow and inquired about how it was helped them. Modi, who explained the scheme in detail, also took the opportunity to attack those who have questioned the government's move of linking the poor with the banking system. The doors of the bank which have been opened for you have not happened in a day. It is the result of the Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas policy, he said. The PM said the scheme was a reply to those who were skeptical about the linking the poor with the banking system. He claimed that when the Jan Dhan accounts were opened, many people had questioned and laughed, but now those accounts had come to the help of the poor. The street vendors are helping in taking the poor forward. They are getting connected to banks, the mainstreams of the economy. In a global pandemic which forced big nations to go before it, the common man of the country bravely did it, he said. The PM Seva Nidhi scheme was launched on June 1st this year to help poor street vendors impacted by economic distress due to COVID-19 pandemic in resuming livelihood activities. Around 25 lakh applications have been received, of which 12 lakhs have been sanctioned. While interacting through video conferencing with Preeti, a fruit vendor from Agra, Arvind Maurya, who sells momos and coffee in Varanasi, and Vijay Bahadur, who sells Belpuri in Lucknow, the PM inquired about their business and how the scheme has helped them. Expressing satisfaction on coming to know that Preeti accepts digital payments, Maurya gives 1 momo extra to those using mask and maintaining social distancing, and Bahadur used the loan amount to better manage his business. The Prime Minister said other people too can learn from their example. He also asked Maurya, a resident of his parliamentary constituency Varanasi, who he prepared momos, and asked Bahadur if the younger generation likes Belpuri. On a lighter note, Modi said people in Varanasi like momos these days, but there has never been them during his visits where his security personnel would not allow him to eat the dumplings without first tasting them themselves. He said while earlier people had to go to the banks to take loans, the banks are now coming to them to give loans. He also said in the economy of Uttar Pradesh, street vendors have an important role to play. Such a big state with a big population, through street vending, a large number of people are not only earning their livelihoods but also helping in meeting the requirements of the people in their own towns and villages. Street vending jobs have an important role in the checking migration from Uttar Pradesh, which is today the top performing state in the scheme, he said, praising Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and his team for the effort. Modi said almost 6.50 lakhs applications have been received from UP, of which 3.75 were sanctioned. He lauded the banks and their employees in making an important contribution in achieving the target. Thank you for watching Thanma TV. See you soon.